We back again. We back. Hey, you know the rest. What's up, podcast world? What'd you say?
I sure was going to jump in with the alto. Like, again, you know, like the little playing on the end of it.
Oh, what up, podcast world? It's your boy Brentel, a.k.a. Brentelligist, a.k.a. Don't Talk About My Pastor, a.k.a. Close that door behind you, a.k.a. No, I'm just playing. It's the I Can't Afford to Quit podcast. We got Stephanie Seeley X in the building, and we have the special guest, Milani J.
Yay. Did you hear how he said it though? He had that whole brief. I know that whole brief pause. That whole brief. A girl when Brentel get his sound bar, it's gonna be over with.
Brentel, you got somebody special on there today. That is so nice. And all the party people be tagging me and trying to all the disabled people.
See, already.
Special is an old term for the old heads. They special.
Yeah.
I ain't mean it like special. I mean,
that pause you gave. You should have gave that pause. Oh well.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Everybody been good though. Everybody been good.
Everybody been good. We've been good.
It's good.
We've been good.
Oh Lord, y'all don't sound 87 years old. I can't.
I really don't do too much of nothing. I really don't do too much of nothing because I really don't know anybody here like that. But Brentel really.
That's a good thing.
Tell her.
And
I'm just saying.
Yeah. So it's a small town, so I know how small towns go. I know that everybody know everybody.
Everybody know everybody's business.
Yeah. And I'm just really big on nobody knowing nothing about me, so.
Yeah. That's good. I'm like, yeah.
Pretty cool.
Oh my God, you guys. I actually got to feel what it's like to be white. I hired a nanny.
Girl, congratulations. Girl, you got your martini glass?
Look, we made it, y'all.
I know, my nigga, we made it. We done made it.
Wow.
Girl, you got a maid now. Now you got to be extra bougie, girl. You have to have your silk robe, girl, with your little shoes on.
You know, but it really don't count. I mean, it does count, but it doesn't count. Because my nanny is somebody from back home, and, you know, there's somebody that I'm just close friends with, and she's family. So it don't really count. Okay. But it do count, though.
It's doper, though. It's doper because you got somebody that you keeping it in the family.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I did. But she's under contract, and, you know, still business, but yet, I'm still hiring her as family. So, shout out.
I know.
Yeah, so
that's wonderful.
Yeah,
I'm a nanny now.
I need help. It's hard.
I know. I can imagine. Well, I already know. Cooking, cleaning. Then you're trying to start your own. You want your own business. You trying to build your brand. You know, create things for you. And then you got to be a mother. You got to help with homework. If something wrong with them, trying to balance in that. And you know, your husband just left. That was a smart move.
It was tiring. I was like, look, I got to hire somebody. And because it's so crazy out here, I just don't feel comfortable going to like nanny.com or
care.com.
I'm just like, because I'm new out here. And girl, I watch Law and Order stuff.
I know. I understand. I know.
I don't trust nobody.
But family.
I was very happy when this particular family member was like, hey, book me. And I come out.
I know.
I was like, ooh, thank you.
I know the way things is, it's just really hard to trust anybody just for you to, you know, be doing something and you don't have to just constantly keep worrying, is they doing this, is they doing that, or, you know, that's just a lot. It's more comfortable when you have somebody who you can truly trust.
And some people around here was on some, oh, well, I can come for these hours. I was like, no, bitch, I need you to live here with me. I need you here 24 hours a day. And I was trying to look for, somebody Puerto Rican that ain't got no home, that ain't got no kids or nothing, that ain't got kids.
I know.
Maybe they could have been and helped.
I know, and you in New York, so.
I'm just saying.
Wow. With that being pretty hard. I know, because let me tell you, baby, can't nobody tuck a bed like a
okay, all right.
You girl.
Hey, so what we're going to do is...
girl!
We're going to start the entertainment segment. What have you guys been watching?
Brentel didn't even let me get that out. He didn't even let me get it out.
Yeah, so this is us.
Look, girl, he got his hand out like a choir director.
The kindergarten teacher, like, oh, hold on, this means quiet, guys.
When my hand is closed, you have to close your mouth.
I mean, we was gonna give him a compliment, though.
He didn't even let me finish it.
That's offensive. It's so offensive.
But it's
you stereotyping.
It's a joke.
No. Okay, y'all want a joke? Put your Twitters out there so Jay, y'all can get that.
No, Jay, Brentel,
I have a joke.
Oh my God. Okay. Let me go ahead and pause it real quick. Go ahead, get it
out. Not.
Come on.
Who's there?
Bruh.
A Puerto Rican. I'm just playing. Okay.
Okay, because Brentel, he like, oh no, please don't go there. Don't go there. You're already crossing the line.
Okay, we're done.
Yeah, everybody else gets to cross the line.
That was my joke.
She said, I wrote that one. I wrote it. I thought it was good.
It was pretty funny.
Sometimes
ain't nobody got no doors in Puerto Rico right now.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
And me and Brentel are the only ones who think it's funny. Like,
don't throw me in there. Throw me in there.
Me and you, Jay. Me and you the only ones who think it's funny because Brentel is like, no. Like, you should see the look on his face like, shut the hell up. Girl, we gonna keep talking shit. I was about to make a compliment because, look.
So y'all gonna double back? Okay.
Yeah, we just gonna double back on that.
Lighten up, you guys. This joke.
I know, girl. I'm talking about if you want your bed, babe, girl, well, you can be in there. I'm talking about like a mummy.
So y'all niggas racist.
Girl.
So it's racist Thursday.
They can tuck that bed, girl. They will tuck. Oh my God, girl. You talking about I had never seen floor so clean. It's like, what do you use? Like, what is it? Is it the music? Do the music concentrate the floors? I don't know. Brentel, girl, you should see his face right now. It's so hilarious.
I feel like I know how like them PR people be feeling when people be saying stuff like that.
No, don't say that. Your career is ending in 5.
It's not just them, though. It's the whole Latin culture. Like, they know how to clean. They know how to cook.
Yes.
And they can hook the eyebrows, nails, and hair up like nobody's business.
Nobody.
Like, I go to the Dimensions out here. I don't mess with the black hairstylist.
See?
The sisters will hook your hair and your eyebrows up.
Yeah, girl. The real good arch, girl. Your natural arch be showing and everything. I know. It's like...
everything.
I know.
It's like, dang, did I get surgery on my face?
I know.
Yeah.
I know, girl, because when your eyebrows...
Serious. Nope.
Okay. This is us.
Yes.
Did you watch everybody watched the latest episode, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I did.
The little girl, the new girl, the Deja.
Yes.
Did y'all get offended when she broke that picture frame?
I didn't. I really didn't. I think because she,
Wait a minute, I missed that part.
Her mother's really going away.
when Randall told her that her mother was, it was bad that her mother, she won't be getting out anytime soon.
Tragic.
Yeah, okay. And the little girl was, I guess the way she said it, like, this is a normal thing. Like, her mother goes to jail, gets out, and then, you know what I'm saying? She's in and out, back and forth. Yeah. So she realizes that her mom's going to be in there for a long time, and she got angry. And she broke the picture frame with, was it Jack and the kids?
No. It was Randall and his father.
Okay, so it was Jack and Randall.
Yeah.
Me personally,
where's the bone?
I'm the type of person. I don't like. Don't destroy my shit because you're mad. Like that triggered me.
Where's the bone?
That triggered me. I'm sorry. Like I was like, that couldn't have been me because I'd have been like, oh. So we got to clean up all this glass because you're mad.
But she done been through
I understand that. I understand that.
I don't
understand that fully, but I'm not cleaning up.
With this kid?
Huh?
Shoot.
What'd you say?
I said, couldn't they just have been happy with the two girls they had?
With Sasha and Malia?
Yeah, right.
They're so pretty.
They were
Annie,
the
baby daughter is so fucking adorable.
Yes.
Like, it's ridiculous. Like, where did they find these girls? And they can act, and they really good face actors.
It was just that show is really well casted.
Yes, it is. And the little kids though, like the younger Randall and the fucking little Randall.
I love the teenage Randall.
Yeah.
He caps like how the fuck they do the same mannerisms as Sterling K. Brown, dog.
Yeah.
Like,
I think
even speaking cadence and everything. Like, how the fuck did they? Like, where did they find these kids?
Yeah. It's just really well cast.
Yes, it's a really good show.
It really is. Oh, the scene with Sylvester Stallone.
Oh.
And he was talking to him. And it was just one thing he said. He said, you know, what really matters, it all boils down to memories.
Yeah, he's like, I can touch it. Like, I can touch it. Yeah, that shit was crazy.
He said the memories that matter and the memories that don't.
Mm-hmm.
And he just started doing those flashbacks of his father.
And what that said is Kevin never grieved.
No.
And that's why that shit fucked with him, and he wasn't able to perform on the set. Because anytime
I never thought of it that way.
Anytime his father is brung up, like he's not himself. Mm-hmm. Because he has that facade on. Because like even as a kid, he was the one that needed the less attention.
Mm-hmm.
He felt like, you know what I'm saying?
Because he wanted more.
He wanted more attention, but he didn't require the attention that Kate and Randall require, because he's a white male in fucking society. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he realized
and he was athlete, he was attractive, he's somewhat charismatic. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he was always the life of the party, social life. He doesn't require the same energy.
Never really worried about.
Yeah, nobody ever really worried about Kevin.
Yeah, they didn't have to put up a fuss with him or anything.
So,
you know,
he carries things different. Just like when when they was in the trailer, I'm not. What do you say? I'm not damaged and sad like you.
Mm-hmm. Sad and damaged.
So that's what he always carried himself to make sure that wasn't the perception of him. So you know, if the parents think, oh, he's fine, but really on the inside he's not.
Yeah.
Right.
And this all boils down to how he didn't really grieve because he didn't have to. You know, he had to, but he had to be the strong one.
Well, somebody got to be strong. Girl, the show just makes me cry. It's so beautiful.
It goes back to how he is with fucking Miguel.
Yeah.
That's the. I have to look at you and you remind me that my dad is not here. You know what I'm saying? Every time I see you.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's the reason why he's really not. Well, we do. We haven't seen the backstory on how they got together yet.
I don't care. Fuck Miguel for life.
Hey, you know, for all we know, he could have been waiting for that to happen.
Exactly.
I mean,
they could have been grieving together. I don't care. I don't care. He can't redeem himself. I don't care if they was grieving together and then it just happened. And I don't care. Nigga, you know that was your dog wife, dog.
Yeah, but, you know, white people grieve different than black folks do. Like,
here you go.
I'm just saying, because, you know, a white bitch can get her husband can die and she'll be married again in 6 months. You know, it takes a black woman's husband dies and she died at 94. You know, never get like just loyal. There's a difference, the loyalty between, you know, like the others and whatever. I don't know.
The white people, because I'm gonna say it. White people. Yeah.
I call them others. They don't even deserve to be called people.
So can we do some statistics on this?
Just saying.
We should do some statistics on this.
Oh, God, it's hilarious.
No, but yeah, I feel like, and the thing with Kate though, she took it. The relationship that she has with the dad is unlike any relationship. You know what? I was thinking about this because they have like a mother-daughter rivalry, and I was thinking like maybe there's a, especially with the singing aspect, where that was the birth of Kate resenting her mom or whatever. But do you think that because Rebecca's she's been tough on Kate, she's tougher on Kate than she is anybody else?
That's a girl.
Right. But do you think, does she know about how Jack confides in Kate? Because there's never a scene, like he don't talk about it to Rebecca or anything like that. I'm thinking that could be resentment.
You think she might be a little bit jealous of her daughter for having more of a bond with the dad?
I don't know. I'm trying to... it's a theory that I thought when I was watching it. Like, maybe that could be a birthday.
No woman wants to raise a fat-ass daughter. You know.
What the fuck?
No, I'm just saying, like, no, you know, it's like I said before, you can have ugly sons, they'll still slide by, you know.
Oh, God.
They'll find somebody along the way. But, you know, it took her, you know...
Melanie J, a.k.a. this nigga. Here this nigga go. That's her new, her new a.k.a.
I'm just, you know... Because she might have been a little bit tougher on her when she saw that, you know, okay... Them Twinkies is disappearing a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like when she started seeing her get a little bit too round, you know, and it was just, and you know that.
Girl, you are hilarious.
She knew that she had a talent, right? She knew she had a talent. And that's sad to see as a mother. Like, you know that this person has a talent, but you know that they have an ailment as well.
Yeah.
But, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
This goes back to... But you gotta look at it like this. Time out. Check this out.
Yeah.
Jack has an addictive personality. His dad had an addictive personality. We seen Kevin with the pills in the last show.
Right.
Could it be that Kate's addiction is that she eats herself in depression?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course, that's what her addiction is.
That's what I'm saying.
See, that's what I'm saying, though. As a mother, that's hard to do. To watch your child be like that when there's so much other potential for her. Mm-hmm. Like, because when she was in, you know, we seen the flashback when she was growing up. She was chunky then. We seen her at her little Madonna party, and you know, she didn't feel like she fit in. You know, she seen all the little skinny Madonnas, and then, you know, there's this big fat ass Madonna. You know, so it was. No, I'm just saying, you know, like that's what the perception is, though. Like of the child, like, okay, she's not fitting in because she's fat as fuck.
Yeah.
And you know, it's different if she was smaller because then she wouldn't have such a complex about it. And her mother carries that complex with her too. Mm-hmm. I'm sure she, you know, hoped that she would have fed her a couple more apples instead when she grew up.
Yeah, probably so. Yeah. I was thinking the same thing, but you know,
I think that was kind of like a protection for, you know, and kind of like a blanket. to deal with all the other issues going on with her and Jack's marriage. Mm-hmm. You know, she let Randall be the smart one and get in all these different clubs or whatever he was doing. She let Kevin be the, you know, the outgoing one. And, you know, she threw Twinkies at Kate. Like, that's how she dealt
with it. Jesus Christ.
I'm just saying. Like, it was like, you know what? Your daddy is drunk. Me and him been arguing all day. Here, take this Twinkie and pizza and shut the fuck up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, basically.
No, that's not your parenting.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay. Well, that's how I feel about it.
That's how you seen it? That's how you wrote it in your head?
That's how I envisioned it, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
That was a great vision. That's a great vision. That's a great perspective, though.
So.
It really is.
Right.
I mean, you took a lot of points out of my mouth. You really did. I'm happy that you said it. I'm happy that somebody said it.
Okay, go ahead. Tell me what you were thinking.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, bro! Y'all are just on one today. Like, is it because it's raining?
Yeah, probably so. I have nothing else to say about it. I really don't. I really, really don't. About her, because you took basically all that out of my mouth. Like, she got complex issues, and she's had it for a long time. And I mean, like, who really wants to be the mother of like a really fat ass little girl walking around here? You get what I'm saying? I get it.
You know she ain't gonna get married because she in her mid, you know, to late 30s, and it's gonna be somebody that's like either just like her or like, you know, somebody who works at like, you know, the Shell gas station. You know what I'm saying?
I know. Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody if you working at the Shell gas station right now and you're, you know, planning to, you know, set yourself up for your dream.
It's like 400 pounds.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It's like that. You know, it's somebody for everybody, so you know how that goes.
I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with working at Shell. I'm just saying that it is a regular blue collar job. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just like a regular, you know, I ain't never gonna, I'll wait. When y'all see Gabby Sidibe get a $1 million husband, please let me know.
Yeah.
I'll be right there at the wedding.
I know.
I think she engaged. I think she just got engaged a couple months ago. But I don't think she's.
Does she work at Shell?
Damn.
Oh.
Hell no. And you already know, like, even when you a celebrity and you plus size, or you just like, you're a plus size celebrity and you get someone who's like the complete opposite of you give it about probably 3-4 years. Oh, they're divorced because they were cheating. Well, you know, in Hollywood they say irreconcilable differences. So.
Yeah.
But you already know he ain't hanging with her.
There's too.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not act like there's men whores too who be out here, you know, marrying for the come up. Mm-hmm. They always talk about these females marrying and dropping the nigga to get with the higher price next nigga. Men do the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Jador said don't say that.
Okay, we won't say that's a bad word.
Yeah, it's the nigga word. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And that's been settled.
Right. But I'm just saying, you know, for the higher priced woman, they do it all the time. Look at Apollo and Phaedra. He was a felon. He married Phaedra. I mean, they're in prison now, but
didn't Phaedra go to jail too?
I don't know. I didn't follow, but they said that they were going to press charges against her.
Damn.
For what she said about Candy.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, we're getting off the subject. I'm sorry, y'all.
Okay. Oh, it's fine. It's fine.
No.
We here for it all.
You hit a lot of points. And we are also, since we're talking about that, we are going to go into the discussion of me and Brentel was talking. I was having a discussion with him. And we were talking about relationships, because that's what me and Brentel talk about that a lot. Because, you know me, I honestly, I know what I want.
We are each other's therapists.
Yes, we are. We are. Because, like, I'm slightly dramatic. I say slightly because I'm slightly dramatic.
You got it.
Yeah, Brentel don't think so, but I'm slightly dramatic. So it's like if I get involved with someone, which I really haven't, because I just been messing with boys and I ain't been messing with no real men. It's like the minute...
Talk your shit, son.
See, you hear? Now, I'll call Brentel. I'll call him and tell him the whole rundown, and he be like, oh, it's your ego, and you just so fucking dramatic, man. Shut the hell up. Yeah, that's how Brentel talks to me. Brentel is really not sympathetic. Brentel. Oh, Stephanie, well, you know, you need to man the fuck up. I need you to get your shit together. Stop crying. We got shit to do. Are you available on Thursday? That's Brentel. Like, I can't even try to cry or try to fake cry or try to even cry enough on the phone so he can recognize that I'm actually crying. Brentel be like, or like, I'll say something really heartfelt or I'm feeling some type of way. He was like, damn, I wonder, should I eat chicken today or should I eat fish? So, you know, it's like, are you serious?
Oh, God. See?
That is not all the way true.
That's Brentel. That is Brentel.
Oh, my God.
That is him when we're talking to one another. So, I was talking to him like, because I was having a discussion with one of my friends and we were talking about, you know, when you set standards or you create a certain criteria for, you know, someone who you're going to date or who you're dating or who you're going to potentially date. Mm-hmm. So we came up with this, like, are your standards really what you want? Is that really what you need?
Really for you.
Are they really for you?
Yeah. Are your standards really for you? That was the question.
AKA, are they really realistic?
Exactly. Or the best for you to have
as a person?
Yeah.
Most of the time, people set standards because of what they see in other relationships.
It's societal, right? That's what we was talking about. A lot of times, people are pressured from society of what they see, and then they try to convert that into what they want. And then you end up having a whole bunch of, you know, materialistic standards and unrealistic standards.
Exactly, yeah. Unrealistic.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to tell you as a married woman, you can't define your relationship based on somebody else. It's not going to work.
Yeah.
You know? It's just not gonna work because you know when I was growing up, in Brentel, you already know I grew up in the church. My parents have been married for about 40 years, but right. But when I got with my husband, he came from a broken home. He was raised by his mother, you know, and then his mother later on got married. He had a stepfather. And we're raised two totally different ways. He wasn't raised in the church. I was raised in church and everything. And when we first got married, I was trying to like make him kind of just like be how I was raised and how my parents' marriage was. And I was putting all these expectations on him as a husband to be like my dad is to my mom, you know, or be, you know, and all it did was end up making us yell and argue and fuss at each other because you can't turn anybody else's relationship into yours, you know? You have to have your own. Yeah, you have to have your own relationship, your own rules for your relationship, your own standards for your relationship, or it's not going to work. And a lot of people, they're like, oh, well, when I get married, the guy has to have this, this, and this, and this, or the girl has to have this, this, and this. And you ask yourself, like, well, why? Why?
Yeah.
Because your mama like that, or because your daddy like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, that's so true. I've had a personal experience with that, because when I was in a relationship with my son's father, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to create, like, I want us to be this way. I want our relationship to be that way. And that was like complete, death to my relationship. That was so hindering to my relationship, because even though you idolize people's marriages, or you idolize the way this certain person may treat their significant other, that may not be, what's best for you. Like, in order for you to actually, in order for you to actually know what you want, you have to know yourself. You have to know what you are willing to put up with, what you're not willing to put up with. You really have to know you as a person. You really have to be able to tolerate yourself before you can tolerate anybody else. So it's the whole standards, because with me, I'm saying to myself, I want a man who has this, I want a man who has that, I want a man who has that. And, the older that I'm getting, it's like now, dating now is so difficult. It is incredibly difficult now, because everything is, let's have sex, and then let's just turn this into a whole situationship. It's like no one really wants to actually get to know an individual, on any other level besides sexual. And it's like, really? It's like, even on Facebook, like when men see my pictures, I really want to get to know you. Don't really want to get to know me. You don't.
Well, damn. See, like, it's hard for me to say that. But, I fucked my husband the first night I met him. So,
oh my God!
It's kind of rough for me to,
Oh my God!
Like,
girl, I ain't even tripping. Because I've done that. So it's like, that's how the night goes sometimes.
I'm just kind of like, you're right. I mean,
Wow, the first night, huh? Girl, if they looking good, you feeling right.
Well, let me reclaim my time. No, let me say, no, when we first met, it was at a club. I ain't gonna say what kind, but it was at a club, and I was getting ready to leave, right? I was getting ready to leave, getting off work. I was getting ready to leave. So I was like, ooh, but I knew, like, it was like, I seen him, and I was like, ooh, that's my husband. You know what I'm saying? Like, I knew it. As soon as I seen it, I knew it was my husband. And I told the girl next to me or whatever, I was like, just stop twerking. Look at this nigga right here. Like, And I was like, that's him. So anyway, I approached him or whatever, and he was like, I ain't got no money. I was like, look, it's not about all that. So he gave me a ride home. Like, he gave me a ride home. My car was in the shop at the time. He gave me a ride home. He gave me his number. I called him a week later, and was like, would you like to go out to breakfast? And I took him to breakfast, and I wanted to pay for his breakfast. Ladies, don't be scared to go after something you want.
I know.
Don't ask and be like, oh, no, you got to take me out. No, you might mess around and miss your man acting bougie and acting like you come up out that wallet sometimes. Mm-hmm. But anyway, I went ahead and paid for his breakfast and everything, and he was really shocked, because in New York, it's all about the man taking care of the woman. Like, he was like, really like, oh my God, you're really going to do it? I was like, yeah. And so, after that, definitely, though, it was on and popping. We went back to his home. Yeah. But I'm telling you, man, it's something about that Denny's Grand Slam that do it every time.
Oh, God. Just make you want to get naked, huh? Asshole naked. Oh, my God.
That's girl.
Oh, God.
But yes, we went back and then we've been together 12 years later since that night. So, you know, it just all depends, I guess, on chemistry maybe and what your expectations are. And the thing about people nowadays with marriage, they don't want to make it work.
Yes.
It's so much easier for people to say, oh, I don't feel like doing this, and just discard their marriage. Well, okay, and I'm not condoning cheating. I'm not condoning domestic violence or whatever, but or anything like that. But if it's something where you can make it work, make it work.
Yeah.
A marriage is supposed to work,
yes.
you know, and it's not something that is just, you know, the wedding day. No, marriage is marriage.
Yeah,
it's hard. It's blood. It's sweat. It's tears. But it's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? If you got the right person, it's a beautiful thing.
I'm finna plug the organ up and play for you.
No, I'm saying I don't know how many times I done ran my behind to the courthouse like I'm getting rid of this nigga.
No, I said I'm finna plug the organ in and play behind you.
Yeah, because you over here preaching, girl. You preaching.
I don't preach. I'm just saying.
Well, I personally, I don't know anything about.
I just tell what the Lord has done for me.
Oh God. Oh.
I got a
Oh God, girl.
Grab the fans.
Pass the fans up to the front.
Oh God.
With the Martin Luther King on it.
Oh yeah. Oh God, girl. That's hilarious. Ooh, well, you know, that was a beautiful story with you and your husband. You just said that was your husband. But like, me personally, I don't know. I want to get married, but then again, I don't.
You'll find somebody.
Huh?
You'll find somebody that loves you and that you love, but it's just so much, just kind of shit that door, please. It's just so much sacrifice that you got to put into it. And a lot of people just, especially single mothers, don't be having time for that. You know, trying to put extra energy into niggas, like, man.
I know, like right now. Yeah. I be telling dudes like, nigga, I don't have time to be laying in the bed sucking your dick all day. I got kids. I have kids. Nigga, I have to go to Walmart to buy a case of diapers, wipes. You know, my kids, you know, they need new shoes. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't have time to be doing that all day. Like, what are you doing? You just want me to lay here. You want me to sacrifice so much for you and you ain't doing shit? Hell no. I'm not with that.
Yeah.
I'm not with that. You have to understand, when you get with me, I'm a whole package. Nigga, I'm a 3-piece. Extra crispy.
With the biscuit?
Yeah, with the biscuit and the honey.
With a biscuit?
Yeah.
Ooh, and the honey.
Girl, yeah, and that Cajun sparkle.
Cajun sparkle.
Cajun sparkle. Girl, yeah. So it's like now, trying to date, especially living here, I don't plan on doing none of that because, no, it's not the best pool of men here. Now, and they kind of don't like my kind here. Kind of seeing a lot of that. You know, don't like my kind. Yeah, I'm a black woman. Yeah, I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say that. Because I had a conversation with some man, and he gonna tell me, he was like,
I'm putting an organ.
He was like, I don't date y'all black women because I'm afraid of y'all. He was like, white women are more submissive. They understand more. They're this more. They'll do this. Oh, so you want a mama? Mm. You want somebody? You want to be with your mama? Cause nigga, I'm not about to take care of you. You a grown ass man. You want me to not? So now you one of my kids, so I can claim you on my taxes, right? Fuck you, man. That's just how I feel. That's just how I feel. And being in Chicago, and being because I've been here. This month makes a whole year since I moved here. So like even being in Chicago and me and the only thing that's different between men there and here is the level of respect. Because men in Chicago, I'd be like, God damn, you look like... It's just, they disrespectful. They just come out and say something, anything. So it's like when I was on the train with my kids, girl, it was this girl who got on the train. And she really did have like really, really big lips though. And the dude was like, "Ah, damn, I bet you know how to suck a whole dick."
Whoa.
Like that loud, girl. I'm telling you, that's the level of disrespect they do. That's the level of disrespect. Like here, you don't get that. So that's the only upside. But other than that, girl, no.
Lord,
I'm not into. I'm not into. We just,
What I can say with the whole other situation with the white women. What I can say about them is, I'm not gonna say that they're, the reason why black men date them is because they're submissive. I'm not gonna say they're submissive, but they understand the science of a relationship completely different than a black woman does.
Yes.
And what I mean by that is, black women get too wrapped up in their emotions, and they let their emotions control the relationship and the respect level. White women don't care so much about emotion; they care about that money.
Yes,
they care about what you're bringing to the table, and I don't care what's going on or whatever. However, they say, you can lay up on a white woman. Trust and believe, a white woman is getting money from somewhere, somehow, out of that relationship, or she's not gonna have nothing to do with you. And if she is with you for a period of time, trust and believe she's gonna up and leave you for somebody that has something better.
Yeah.
A white woman does not play about her money, ever. They do not play.
Girl, they Kris Jenner's in this piece, which is smart, and that's so true about us black women. We are emotional. We are emotional.
Yeah.
We are.
We're very emotional.
Yeah.
And but that's because that's how loyal black women are. Though our loyalty runs really, really, really deep.
Really deep.
If you can, get raped by your slave master and then go home and suck your husband's dick still.
Yeah.
After I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's loyalty on a whole nother level, girl.
That's that's the love loyalty that a black woman has for her man.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta admire that. Let's
go ahead and take this gang rape out in this cotton field for the team so that my husband don't get lynched tonight.
Yeah.
Go ahead and take that.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that runs in us. You hitting a lot of points. You are hitting a lot.
I'm just saying, that's the type of love a black woman has for her husband. I would do that for mine.
Yeah, I would too.
Real quick.
I would too.
Before I see him dangling any fucking where. What position do you want it, master?
Yeah. You want it from the side? You want it from the back? You want me on my knees?
How you want?
I completely understand you, but I think like now, even in this day and age, and even with relationships,
it's so fucking dark.
Brentel is just sitting over here, really? That's what y'all gonna talk about on air? Yeah, because this is the podcast, and we can do that.
Wow, That was a moment. That was a really dark moment, but it was a moment.
But I mean, she hit those points.
Yeah. Oh, that was
girl.
Good.
Don't apologize.
Yeah.
Don't apologize. Mm-hmm. Don't. But even now, like dating, and it's just a lot going on. It's a lot going on with that, and I just choose at this point in time not to, partake in that. Because like right now, at this, I am emotional. And if I feel as though I'm being played,
okay, I remember. I'm sorry.
If I feel as though like I'm being played, like now I act more differently as to where 5 years ago, nigga, I'm coming to your house. I'm knocking on your door with my piece in my hand.
That's because you're emotionally more mature than 5 years ago.
I am because when I feel my emotions, when I invest them. This is how I used to be, and I've grown so much.
Oh yes, tell it. Yes, tell the stories. Yes, because y'all don't be getting these stories, and they be so good. Just give them one.
When I'm emotionally invested in someone, and I find out that I've been played, it's an order of things that happen. One is the initial shock for me. And then 2, now I'm in my head. And see, now I'm in my head.
Not for no black one.
No, he'll have no fury. He'll have no fury. You talking about you getting the roar, you getting the claws, you getting the teeth, and I think I told Brentel this story. My son's father, this was when my 8-year-old was an arm baby. And this was Sweetest Day. I'll never forget it. So the day before Sweetest Day, I can't stand Brentel. The day before.
Did you say an arm baby?
Yeah, this is when my 8-year-old was an arm baby. I have a 10-year-old and 8. This is when my 8-year-old was an arm baby. And
yes, she said that black ass term. Yes, she
what?
Did. Arm baby.
Yeah. I know.
Is that an Urban Dictionary? I gotta look that up.
I don't know. It's a black saying. We say that in my family. Like, you remember when they was an arm baby? So, you know.
Oh, like you can hold them.
Yeah, they can't walk.
An infant.
That's what they say, an arm baby.
Because I'm thinking about, like, in church when they play with the fat on your arm.
No. No, girl, no. When he was the arm.
Like, ooh, Fedora, baby, you love playing with my arms, fat.
Oh my god.
That's what I thought.
Okay. Let me get to laughing so I can finish the story. Let me finish it. Because you gonna make me laugh through the whole, and I'm not gonna even be able to finish it.
I'm so sorry. Okay, go ahead.
So that night before, he wasn't picking up his phone. He was only texting me. So, you know, I'm saying to myself, like, why you not picking up the phone? And he was like, I'm busy right now. You know, so my man get to clicking. On Sweetest Day. So my man get to clicking. What you busy doing? Nigga, you ain't got a job? I'm taking care of him. At this point, he doesn't have a job, and I'm taking care of him. So the apartment that he's staying in, I'm paying the rent.
The dick will make you slap somebody.
Girl, that's why I ain't doing shit for the D. Ever. Again. Unless that's my husband. But it was that morning. I get a ride over there. I call my friend. I'm like, go on, let me
So this is day after Sweetest Day? Like the morning after on Sweetest Day?
No, this was Sweetest Day. See, the day before Sweetest Day is when 13th. I call him.
Okay.
So I'm calling him, and he wasn't answering. He was only texting me. So that day of, I'm like, okay, it's early in the morning. I know he in the house, and I know he drunk and high because it's the weekend. So I go over there. Now, mind you, at this time, he stayed in an apartment building where you had to be buzzed in. So I made it my business to become friends with everybody in the building so I can ring their doorbells and be like, can you buzz me in? Let me go through the back, because if you go through the back, you know, you could just stick your hand in the window and twist the knob and open the door. So by this time, he had his window open and his door was open. So I see him and the girl. I only see their feet. Girl, I set my son down. It's raining. I set my son down. He in the car seat because I came up. He stayed on the 3rd floor. And like each floor had 2 flights of steps. That's in the front and in the back. I set him on the back and I kicked the door in. The back porch door. I gave her 3 good kicks and I kicked it in. He stand up. This nigga naked as hell. She naked. I'm like, really that bad? Yeah. And we sitting over there arguing. I'm telling him, nigga, you ain't shit. I just had this motherfucking baby. You sitting over here telling me, oh, you busy. You was out. You got a whole bitch laying in your bed on the sheets that I done bought though. I bought them sheets you fucking this bitch on. So he like, man, shut the fuck up. It's early in the morning. This is why I'm fucking other bitches, because you acting like a straight fucking loony bin. So I'm like, oh, okay. So, you know, this is my analogy. If you slap a man in the face, if you give him that one good slap, that is going to activate his crazy like never before. It's like they eyes get dilated or some girl and they turn into a whole other human being. Cause I said, nigga, fuck you. And I slapped him. so hard. I gave him one of them sharp slaps.
And he said he liked it.
And it was like, yeah, and he's super high yellow. He like really, really light skinned. So you seen my handprint, you seen the redness, and you seen it swell up just instantly. That's how hard I slapped. Girl, I'm talking about I came from my toes with that slap. Girl, I gave that slap everything I had. Cause first off, his daddy, this is my son's father. His daddy is like 6'4". Girl, he a black belt in karate. So I'm like, I'm gonna make my move real quick. Girl, when I slapped him, it was like the reflex of him. This nigga hit me in my side and took the breath out my whole body. I could not breathe for like a good minute. So
where did he hit you?
On my side. It was like a point on my side, and he knocked.
Okay.
He knocked the wind out. Come to find out, girl, he had fractured my rib because he hit me really hard. Him being a black belt, you know, they teach him, and he was really into that pressure points, knowing the way to hit somebody where you can really physically hurt them. So he hit me in my side. I called myself trying to pick up the table and throw it at this nigga. This nigga duck, and the table hit the wall. Now, mind you, our son is on the couch, still in his car seat. He sleep. We in there fighting like niggas, girl. I'm fucking up his crib. Bitch, I bought all this shit. You the only reason. I'm the only reason that you still here.
Can I ask a question?
What?
Where was the naked girl at in this whole situation?
Oh, she in the room. In the room.
Wow.
And, yeah, girl. It was, to make a long story short, it didn't have nothing to do with her. It was the whole principle of the matter. Now, mind you, this is a girl that he told me, oh, it's nothing. We've been friends since high school. It ain't this, it ain't that. And I'm like, nigga, like, y'all friends, but she in your bed naked as hell, though?
Wow. So let's recap. Because this is the story.
Yeah.
We're going to recap.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you feel like you went wrong when it came to the whole story?
I shouldn't have broke his dough in. I shouldn't have done that. How I was thinking at that moment, you know, the aftermath of it, because I'm not even finished with the story, because after that, when I threw the table, this nigga managed to grab me by my legs and my head hit the floor. So when he did that, he ran in front of me and pulled my hair. Now, imagine you, at this time, I got braids in my hair because I had just had my son. And this nigga, he drugged me down 3 flights of stairs. Now, remember, I told you, it's 2 sets in the front on each floor. So it's 2 flights on his floor, 2 flights on the second floor, and 2 flights on the first floor. He drugged me by my hair all down all those steps and picked me up and threw me in a puddle of water in the middle of the street on 71st. This is in Chicago, early in the morning, and my son was upstairs.
And for those of you that don't know the landscape of 71st in Chicago, that's like 8-9 lanes.
Yeah,
that's a really big. That's a main street in Chicago.
Yeah. Girl, so he threw me in the middle of the street in a puddle of water. Yeah.
I'm going to say that your mistake is even going over there.
Yeah. It was.
Yeah.
It was.
One thing that I learned, and I had to learn it quick, was don't dial don't press no type of button.
Yeah.
Don't trace nobody nowhere. Like, if something is not coming directly to you, if it's not directly in your inbox, ladies, please listen. If it's not directly in your inbox, if a bitch don't show up at the door with saying that it's somebody's baby, if I don't care what's going on, you do not go through this man's phone. Do not press no buttons on the computer. Do not go up to his job unless invited. Do not go to his friend Pete and them house unless you are invited, because all you're gonna do is hurt yourself. You're gonna hurt your own feelings.
Yeah.
It's better off with you not knowing than with you knowing, because when you know, you know.
Yeah.
And you know.
Yeah. I feel you.
You know.
I know.
And I had to learn the hard way several times. Like, I don't even look at my husband's phone no more. Shit. Like, whatever. I'm just saying, like, it's better off with you not knowing than you knowing. Because once you know, and there's no going, especially for a black woman.
Because it's etched in your head. It's etched in your head.
Yeah, it's in your head. And there's no going back.
Yeah.
So that's Like women, if that man accidentally leaves his phone out when he going in there to get a beer, leave it alone. Don't even look at it. Don't even leave it alone.
It's hard to fight because in the beginning, that's how it used to be. That's how it used to be with my son's father. Because you talking about somebody who used to go through that phone. Nigga, that was my phone because first off, I was paying a bill on it anyway. So it's technically mine, nigga. It's technically mine. I'm paying a bill on it. So, you know, me, I'm young. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm going to go over there. I'm going to fuck this nigga real good. I'm going to put him to sleep. And I'm going to go happy camping in that phone. I'm going to go look through that phone because that was my whole intention, to come over there and fuck you good and go through your phone. Because now I want to know. So, you know, I always found what I was looking for. Because this nigga used to have videotapes of him, you know, doing all type of sexual acts to all type of females. Pictures of them and all of that. Right. He had text messages, and it was just, I found what I was looking for, but I still stayed with him another 3 years after that. So, you know, and that relationship was...
okay, this is what I don't understand. I gotta speak from a male perspective. Okay, you go through the phone, right? Mm-hmm. You find what you want, but you still stay there, right? And what that does is breed a negative environment for the relationship, and you create animosity throughout the remainder of the relationship, correct?
But that's also when you're a weak-minded female, because I was weak-minded. Mm-hmm. It's because I had got to the point with him and our relationship as to where he made it so in my mind like he needed me, and he made sure to show me and let me know that he needed me. And it was like, this is the father of my child. I don't want to see him fucked up. That man, I'm young now. Hell no. I ain't doing none of that shit. But that whole experience, being with him for as long, I was with him 8 years. So being with him, that relationship really, really just was the best teaching experience ever, because that relationship right there taught me a whole lot about myself. Like, as a woman, as a mother, it really, really did. It changed everything. Once I took my emotions out and I actually analyzed the whole situation from my perspective, and how it made me feel as a woman, how it made me feel as being in a relationship, and what I wanted, what I didn't want it, what was my expectations for, you know, the next individual and that made me a better woman. Because despite the fact that our relationship was shitty, he did teach me a lot. I'll never let that nigga know that, but because that's one prideful ass nigga. So I'll never let him know that. But he really, really did teach me a lot as a woman. You know, as a mother, even as a person, you know, surviving. Because when I was growing up, I grew up in a church, so I'm mad sheltered. And he, you know, he taught me, he was like, I'm going to let you know, no one gives a fuck. And when you go out there in the world, people don't give a fuck if your kids is sick and they need you to come to work. They don't give a fuck. They'll fire you and hire somebody else. People don't get, you have to have that mindset, because he told me, you know, you was raised to believe, you know, everything is hopeful, this and this and that. You supposed to, real morals. And him, you know, being raised so rough, and he had a real fucked up childhood. It was like he really, really had the raw deal in life. So his perspective on life was completely different than mine. And he taught me, because when I really, really got out there in the world, like, everything he said was true. I'll never tell him that. I'll never tell that nigga that. Ever. Yeah. But it made me strong as a woman. It made me strong as a person, because, girl, when that nigga left me, and that's another thing, that plays on your mind mental health-wise, though, for women, because that created something in me that I didn't even know I had in me. I didn't even know I had that amount of anger in me.
Right.
Because, girl, when I got mad, when that anger set in, because it was a phase with me. First I was sad and depressed, and then I allowed to get in my mind, and then my emotions took over. So that's when the anger came. And that anger, girl, when that anger came, it was like, it was so tight in me. I was so fucking angry. And I was not only angry at him, I was angry at myself. And I really, really took that out on a lot of people. That changed my whole disposition, my whole demeanor. So, girl, when I was angry, that shit fucked me up. I used to have nosebleeds. My hands used to get incredibly warm, girl. They'll get so warm, girl, they would sweat. They would get so hot, they would sweat. Yeah.
It was probably best that you got away from him.
Yeah. Girl, I was gonna kill that nigga. I was gonna really kill him. And being able to say it now. No, being able to say that now. Girl, let me tell you. See, my mother, girl, I honestly, when I went through that breakup, had I not had my mother, girl, I'd be locked up. And my kids would be in the custody of my family. Because when I allowed that anger to take over, girl, I was angry as hell. And I went and got a gun from my next door neighbor. Because he was the weed man. He was the everything man, girl. That nigga was selling fake check stubs. He was selling it's everything.
Not worth it. My aunt did like 5 years doing the same thing. She ran up in somebody's house with a gun.
You good. Oh, shit, no. We're right back on. We on. Hello?
Okay, Joy, is she here?
Yeah.
Girl.
She ran. He got like 5 years for that, you know.
But I wasn't going to do that. I really wasn't going to do that. I wanted people to know that it was me. Because I had got so infuriated with so much anger. And I was sitting in my bed, girl, just really like coming up, trying to think of different ways where I can shoot this nigga, kill him, and make it look like an accident.
Oh, Lord.
And then I'm sitting over here like, fuck it, I'm just going to go knock on his mama door and wait right there. And when he comes to the door, you know, I'm just going to put one right between his eyes. That's just how I felt, because I was so angry, because it's the way he did me in my mind. Because being with him, I know now I never would have left him. I never would have left him. I would have really stayed in that really toxic and abusive. Yeah. So, girl, my mother called me right when the gun sitting in my lap, and she was like, "Hey, how you doing?" and all this other stuff, and she was like, "It ain't worth it." And I'm like, "What?" She was like, "It's not worth your freedom. It's not worth your life." She was like, "I know you hurt. And I know you loved him, and you think you loved him, and how you doing you, and flossing the girl in front of your face, and, you know, just really making you feel bad, but it's still not worth it." She was like, "It's going to get better." And I'm sitting over there crying. You know, and at that moment, I was like, it really wasn't worth it. But had my mama not called me, girl, I would have called my friend. I would have got a ride over there, and I would have killed that nigga. Because I had got to that point. And a lot of women get to that point. That's why a lot of the jail is full with women in situations like that, where they get to that point to where they don't have nobody to call them and reason them in their mind and be like, it ain't worth it. Girl, yeah, but I want to kill. Yes, I really did want to kill him, but now, you know, our relationship is good. It's good. I think that was like 3 years ago.
Anybody out there that are listening and stuff, what would you tell them if they're in like a toxic relationship? Like, what could you tell a woman that might be in the same position predicament right now?
I actually know somebody that's in that.
What would you say to them, though, to the listeners?
Yeah, like, what would you say?
Leave. And I know it's very hard to do so. I know that you think that's love, but it's really it's an attachment, because you feel as though you don't deserve better. Because you don't love yourself. You don't. Because if you truly loved yourself, like deeply loved yourself, you wouldn't let another human being treat you like that. You wouldn't let them disrespect you. You wouldn't let them do that. And that took a lot for me, because my son, you talking about the king of disrespectful. And I allowed him to do that. But that's the thing, you know, when you try to talk to women, because I know somebody in the same situation that I'm in, that I was in. And I told her that whatever you allow will continue. And you allowed him to come in your house and lay in your bed, and you knew he was messing with somebody else, but you didn't care. Because in your mind, you believe that they're going to change. That one day they're going to wake up and be like, oh, I want to be with you. Oh, I want to do this. No. And then...
You're absolute.
Yeah. And that's what... I can't hear you.
I was going to say... No, I was agreeing with you when you gotta set the tone. You know?
You do.
You already... and it don't have to be nothing big to set the tone, but you do have to set one. You have to set the tone from day one. You know what you're gonna put up with, what you're not gonna put up with, because because sometimes you don't even have to be in the relationship, but just dating or just meeting somebody sets the tone right away. Just like when you see that. When you come up to somebody's doorstep and they got that "take off your shoes" sign, they already let you know at the door. Yeah. This is what you got to do. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
So you already know when you walk in somebody's house that your shoes need to come off. And I think that's what you need to do in relationships. You need to put that sign out like, nigga, take off your shoes because I don't want you walking all up in my house with some dirty ass feet.
I know. Trailing on my carpet, nigga. I got to get it cleaned. The fuck?
Right.
That costs money.
Pay for that,
put $5 in this tip jar, nigga.
Right.
Going towards my carpet cleaning.
Breaking off outside germs up in numbers.
I know. Nigga walking on New York dirty ass streets, nigga.
Right.
People down them streets.
You know?
Walking in my house, bringing all that dirty and bad energy. Bye, nigga. Right. I got to sage after you leave.
Donatello, Leonardo, and all the rest of them.
Walking, looking like you been walking in sewers, nigga. Stop it. Boy, stop it. Shit. But I get what you're saying. I completely get what you're saying. But my thing now is that in my relationships, because I have never really experienced being someone's friend before the whole intimate part, and I really want to do that because I've never done that. It's always been the sex and then the whole situationship, and
right.
I can't. I don't want that now. I don't, because I need somebody to deal. Right. I need somebody to understand my crazy. I need you to understand my crazy. I really do. I need you to understand what's really going on in my mind. I want you to know me so well as to where you understand. You're really understanding of what's going on with me. You understand me as a woman.
So okay. To interject, because I ain't said nothing in like a half hour. I wanted to just say, okay, I just thought of something.
Yeah.
Understanding somebody to understand you're crazy. Could that be the key to keeping a relationship?
Yes. To me,
I think so. I think it might be. I think we might.
For me,
I think he solved it.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Girl, you know, Bertel fixes everything. He just fixes everything. And let me tell you, and I'm gonna go on the L. Like, Brentel is the first man I've ever had a friendship with, and it ain't been sexual.
Shout out to me.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to me.
Like Brentel. Like,
Brentel is single, right?
Yeah.
Brentel, you single?
Yes.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Very.
So,
Very.
Yeah, that's really shocking, because, girl, at first I didn't know how to be his friend. He was like, no, nigga, you gonna be my friend. Like, nigga, I don't want to fuck you. I want to be your friend. And that's how it's been.
That is a very good thing.
Yeah.
Because, you know, that's good. We all need that in our lives.
I know. I know. Because to be able to call him.
But you know, when it does happen, and you are friends with somebody, and you do get that intimate moment, you're gonna get that Jason's lyric in the grass. You know,
that's so stupid.
I knew you was gonna take it there. I was waiting on it. I was waiting on it.
Yeah, you're gonna get that moment. So I hope it work out for y'all.
She said for y'all.
For y'all. What are you talking about? No, I'm serious. Yeah. Like, Brent, I'm for real.
Out there. I hope it work out for y'all. You know.
What are you talking about?
We can speak. Good people link up. You know, we could speak it into existence. It might happen. It just might. You know.
This nigga.
Well, you know me and Brentel.
We don't know what the Lord has in store.
I know, girl. I know. Okay. Yeah.
I am uncomfortable.
Just went into that. You just slid right into that one.
Yeah,
no, but honestly, I'm serious. Like, I encourage that now, because like even that, like when people even me and him being friends and people knowing that, like, you know, people always assume motherfuckers fucking like, no, I just can't be on the phone because see my friend. It's that whole like, why? Like, I don't want to do that. I want to talk to him because he's my friend. I need somebody to make sense of what's going on. in my head.
Just see it from another perspective.
Exactly.
With her, I can call her and be like, yo, I got this situation with this girl, and blah, 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 blah. What you think? And she'll give me a perspective, see it from a woman's perspective. Because I'm a dickhead, right? Mm-hmm. And sometimes I'll be like, I don't see what I did wrong there. And then I can call her and she'll be like, no, see, what you did wrong was X, Y, and Z. And then she just, unroll the whole scroll. What's it called?
The rap sheet. But that's what he does. Because like Brentel is. Let me tell you what Brentel has a whole thing. I think because with him being a celebrity here in Fremont. Mm-hmm. Back in the day he had hoes and area codes. I mean, everywhere. So I think now that him being a little bit more older and actually wanting something more meaningful that lasts, like a real true connection, it's difficult for him because the approach was different as to where, the pussy was falling from the sky. Like, he didn't really have to do, all he had to do was point, and then, you get what I'm saying? But like now, I don't know. I don't know. I've heard stories about Brentel though, so, the Casanova, he's sitting over here shaking his head like, wow, I just didn't want people to know that side of me. Nigga, please.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, you're his cousin. You're his cousin, so I could imagine. But I think now that he's older, Brentel's just so conservative because he doesn't want to be offensive. What you say?
I said he's more conservative because of his daughter.
Yes.
Anybody who has kids is a little bit more weary. Then nobody. Basically, nobody's kids want to see niggas and bitches and different area codes in and out the house on a constant basis.
Right.
But I mean, he's grown up. I mean, that's a wonderful transition because we was me and him, we talk a lot. So that hear his stories, I'd be like, wow, nigga, damn. I mean, she was in your house when you got there.
About that.
You turn on the lights and people start speaking? You kicking bitches out your car in the middle of the freeway. Oh, now, you walk back. Like, who does that? Who does that? Thank God for growth. Woo. I feel it, girl. Okay. I feel it, spirit, girl. Brentel, bad girl.
Is that topic done, nigga?
Yeah, we done with this topic. We done with this topic because Brentel is super bad. Like, goddamn, you just exposing me. Niggas is listening, Stephanie. He a man. He's a man. So I mean, that's what that's about. But yeah, I'm really thankful for me and Brentel friendship. I think that's having that, and it's healthy-ish. It's healthy-ish.
Lord Jesus.
It is. It's healthy-ish. It is because Brentel it's just the way his mind works. It's just the way his mind works. And Brentel is not, with me, I'm the emotional. It's been, fuck that shit, nigga. Get it together right now. Right. You got a single foul line. Nigga, you only getting one cupcake, one juice. It's me all by myself. That's him. Share with your chest, nigga. That's Brentel, girl. So that whole contrast. I'm telling him like, nigga, damn, you have to be a little bit more compassionate, like a little bit more emotional. No, Brentel be mad, boy.
But see, I can already tell though with you, even though you're more outspoken and dominant. I know there is some type of there's still that submissive woman to you. You would still cater. You would still cook and clean. Like
Oh, girl, yes. Yes.
You ain't slick.
Oh no. No, this is me being how I am now. That's just a whole defense mechanism because I can't. I got real trust issues. I have trust issues, and I done been disappointed. I mean, in life, you gonna get disappointment. That's life, but at this stage in my life, no. If you not coming correct, nigga, you can't fuck with me at all. Like, nigga, I use a vibrator till nigga is rusty before I allow you, to even get at me, because I believe on the sexual thing. Like, I'm really good, and I just don't want to give all. Nigga, I'm not about to be doing all that to you, nigga. You ain't my nigga. Nigga, you don't get the hot towel treatment, nigga. You don't get to lay while I get a hot towel and rub your dick and balls and clean them off after we get finished fighting. You don't get that treatment, nigga. My nigga gets that treatment. He gets that. Oh, you want some ice? You want some water? You want the ice, nigga? You want it from the Brita filter? Yes. You feel me? That's the type of
Brita filter. I can't. Brita. Next topic. I can't.
Okay.
Did she say the British?
Yes.
I can't.
I'm just saying. I mean, all women have that submissive sex. I mean, yes. When I
British filter.
Yeah.
If you don't change this topic, I swear to God. If you,
okay.
I swear to God.
Okay.
The British filter. What did she? And you gonna rinse the balls with the British filter water? Is that what you said?
No, girl, no.
I want to know. Is that
no, I'm just saying. No, this is my whole thing. If that's a new tip that you need to teach me, I mean, I fuck with Culligan. Oh my God. Girl, no. I'm just saying.
Oh, okay. Maybe I need to warm me up some Culligan water. With his balls in it.
Yeah, because the filter water is the best for the dick and balls. Okay. No, you don't get that treatment. You don't get to lay it now, nigga. Because usually after you get finished.
So that nigga gets the Flint water for the balls.
Yeah, he does. Nigga, you getting this? Yeah. Go ahead.
The Flint water. Oh my God. Oh,
this show is hilarious.
Flint water balls.
Oh God. Oh. I'm over y'all today.
Oh man. I kind of don't even want to do no more stories. I'm ready to get out.
All right.
Yeah. But I will be submissive. I really will. I know I can, but it's just.
It's in you. I can sense it.
It is. It's just that I've been.
Person.
Yeah. I done dealt with a lot. I've dealt with a lot as a woman. I've dealt with a lot as a mother. I've had to, just me being on my own and me having to protect myself as well as my kids. You grow this whole...
I know that's right. We will protect our kids.
Yeah. You grow this whole real different type of strength about you. And it's like you don't want anybody to come in. You don't want to be vulnerable. Like, that's my thing. He said, "Mama help." Yeah, he said, "Mama help."
Because Jakai is tearing his ass up. That's why.
Oh well.
Down here. Okay. Man, the life of a mother, man.
I know.
Jakeem, don't hurry and get back here, or this nanny don't hurry up and come. I'm gonna go crazy.
Oh wow, this one right here, yeah.
We had like an hour 17.
We had an hour 17?
Yes, we had an hour 17. We good.
Okay, we are.
I will just come back to this. We're gonna have to do multiple a week or something. I don't know, man. I don't have nothing. Well, I do have something else, but we're just gonna wrap it up.
Yeah. See, me and you, we take over the show, girl. If we had our own show, girl, it'd be shits and giggles. Niggas would be falling out they chair. Girl, I come with real quick one-liners. Girl, these.
So we're gonna ask y'all to pass the collection plates forward.
Yeah.
Our ending word.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And I don't have nothing else. So, make sure you guys Hit the Twitters up at Brintelligence, at Milani J, at Stephanie Seeley X, capital X.
Oh God, that nickname. Wow.
But yeah, until next episode. Hey, podcast every day.